What's up, good people? It's me, and I'm back. And before I go to bed, I had to come on here and I had to say this. Might be two parts. Might be part one and it might be a part two. Let me think about it. But this is what I wanted to say. Folk walk around out here acting like life just happened to them. Like it was some kind of coincidence or like it was destiny or some foolishness like that. Or like it was an accident or it just happens chance or stance or whatever, that life just happened to you. And what I'm going to need folks to understand is, yeah, y'all, I'm having fun with these filters. I'm just having a ball. Anyway, I told y'all I was living my best life. But anyway, what I'm going to need folks to understand is this. Life ain't just happening to you. It ain't, stuff ain't just happening to you by coincidence or, some magical leprechaun somewhere tossed a coin and the coin fell on you or whatever. No, that's not the way this thing works. Whether folks want to accept it or not, you are God walking around in a human body, having a human experience. You are the God of your life, and you are the creator of your reality. So, whether your reality is good, bad, ugly, whatever it may be at this present moment, what you need to understand and go ahead on and accept responsibility for is whatever's happening in your life right now, you did it. You manifested it. Ain't no two ways about it. Now, there are people on these social media streets that can explain the science behind all of that a whole lot better than I can. But, yeah, you're responsible for what's going on in your life right now. So, this is how it happens. We manifest all day, every day. So what you living now, today, is what you started manifesting 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or whatever. Whatever you thought about the most, whatever thoughts you put out there in the atmosphere, whatever you focused on, whatever you gave your attention to, whatever conversations you were having about yourself and your life in your head, what words were coming out of your mouth, the choices that you were making, all of that stuff left you then in the past and traveled to your future so it could meet you now in your present. But you created it. Didn't nobody else create it. You created it, right? And I'm going to tell you the reason why a lot of people don't want to wake up, don't want to become consciously aware of what's going on around them or whatever. It's because of this right here. Y'all see that word right there? Can you see it? That word coming up on the screen, good. What that word say? Responsibility. That's what that word say, right? Responsibility. That's the reason why a lot of folks don't want to travel this spiritual road. That's the reason why a lot of people don't want to do this spiritual work, don't want to do this healing work, don't want to take this journey of self-discovery. Is because once you do that, ain't no God for you to give the credit when good stuff happened to you. But then it also ain't no devil for you to give the credit when bad stuff happened to you, because you realize that it's all you. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it's all you. You are responsible for it. It ain't just happening to you. It's happening to you because you created it at some point or the other in your life, and now you live in it. So I'm going to need folks to understand that. That's the reason why a lot of people don't want to let go of religion. It's because religion takes the responsibility and puts it on this God up in the sky that can't nobody see, that ain't nobody never seen. And he's responsible. If all the good stuff happened to you, give God the glory. And then religion wants to blame all the bad stuff that happened to you, like I said, down there in hell on the devil. So with religion, you never have to be responsible for your own life. You never have to be responsible for creating anything. You just sit around and you twiddle your thumbs and you wait for some sky daddy to come down and rescue you. And ain't nobody rescued you yet. You're going to have to take responsibility. And that's what the spiritual journey is all about. Accepting responsibility. Accepting responsibility for your life. Accepting responsibility for being the creator of your reality, being the God of your life. That's what it's all about. So all these folk running around here trying to act like life just happening to them. No, life ain't just happening to you. You creating it. And if you don't like what you see in your reality right now, you have the choice to change it. You can change it. But you got to take responsibility. You got to accept responsibility. You got to hold yourself accountable. You got to make the necessary changes within you, within your mindset, within your belief system, in your heart, how you talk about yourself and your life in your head. You got to take responsibility for the words that come out of your mouth. You got to take responsibility for your behavior. You got to take responsibility for all of that if you live in a reality that you don't like. But you can't sit around and blame nobody else for how your life is right now because you created it. Nobody else can create anything in your life unless you allow them to. And God, or whatever you want to call it, angels or not, ain't nobody gonna step in and force you to do things a certain kind of way. Why? Because you are a free will being. You have the right to make those decisions. You have the right to live your life any kind of way you want to. But if you have chosen to live your life in a way that you're not happy with or that you're not satisfied with, stop trying to blame it on other folk. Stop trying to blame it on the devil. Devil don't exist except for the one that exists in you. We all have light in us. We all have dark in us. So we all have God in us, and we all have the capacity to have the devil in us. But it ain't no outside entity called the devil that's coming from hell that's making you do nothing and that's causing no grief in your life. But if you really want your life to change, if you really want to change your reality, then the very first step is accepting responsibility. Stop being afraid. Where that? Of that word right there. Stop being afraid of that word. Go ahead on and accept responsibility for your life. Go ahead. Accept responsibility. And then once you accept responsibility, learn the steps that you need to take so that you can start the process of changing your reality.